What's up guys, Perry here, and we're back with another Anime Defenders video. And in today's video we're going to be talking about what is the best way to get gems here in Update 3. So I'm going to be going through a couple various methods that people commonly use to get gems in this game. I'll be giving you my personal opinions on them, and at the end of the video we're going to be ranking them from worst to best and seeing which ones are worth your time. So with all that being said, let's get right into the first method. So method number one is going to be grinding out Hall of Mirrors. Now this will give you a guaranteed 400 gems on completion. It'll take you 30 minutes, about 800 gems an hour, and you also get some really good food items. You get like the little Jester's hat, which gives you a ton of XP, and if you're doing it on Nightmare difficulty, you have a chance of getting the exclusive wishes. Personally, as of right now, I don't think this one is worth it. The devs did talk about them buffing the rates for wishes next update, but as of right now you have a 1% chance of getting a wish on Nightmare, the hardest difficulty. You're gonna need people to do this, and overall I just don't think this one's worth your time that much, so let's go on to the next one. So the next method that we're going to be talking about is grinding out infinites. Now back when you used to be able to macro this was probably the best method. This was goated. You could go to bed, wake up the next day with like 20k gems, and you know, times were good. But now they kind of cracked down on macroing, and although there are some tutorials out there on how you can still do it, overall it's just a lot less consistent and less rewarding than it used to be. So do I think it's worth your time? Well, you're gonna have to manually grind it, but you do get some rerolls, you do get some gems. You could also sell your rerolls if you want to maximize your gem profits. Overall, I'm 50-50 on this. Not the best method, not the worst one. Let's go to the next one. So our next method of getting gems is going to be Tower of Eternity. And this one, if you're manually grinding, which you kind of have to do that, is really good. It's a relatively easy game mode. You're going to be able to knock out like 100 levels with only mythicals with absolutely no issues. Eventually you will reach a point where you can no longer farm this, because it's just going to be too hard and you're going to need at least like an almighty or a secret to progress. But you know, for players that just started, if you have some decent units, not even like the best units in the game, as long as you have like a mythical or something, you're going to be able to knock out a lot of these levels pretty easily. They give some insanely good gem rewards once you get like 15 plus in the little round things, like 15 plus in the floors. You're going to be making 200 something gems every single run, and each run takes you like roughly 5-6 minutes at most. And you're also going to be getting other rewards like risky dice, frostbinds, and you can also sell those for gems as well. So overall, I really like this method. Might be my personal favorite. Let's go on to the next gem method. The next method that we have is going to be profit trading. Now personally, this one, it's a gamble, right? It has the potential to make you the most gems out of all the methods, but it also has the potential to waste your time the most out of any of these. Personally, to me, profit trading is just one big gamble, right? And all those videos that you see of, oh, profit trading from like a piece of shit that I found on the ground to an almighty Gojo, if I can do it, you can do it too. They're not wrong in theory, right? But they're kind of selling you the dream of being able to trade for your dream unit. As long as you are smart and do good trades and grind enough and work hard enough on your trading, guys, I'll be the first one to tell you, you're not going to get your dream unit from profit trading. You're not going to become the next Anime Defenders millionaire. You know, you're not going to see your name on the leaderboards from profit trading. Most people, including myself, are never going to make profit trading our main way of getting gems. Why? Because it's just incredibly time consuming. And for you to get profit trades, don't get me wrong, it's possible. If you find a good cheap trade, like I'll be personally, I can vouch. My Hikari, I bought this guy for 34,000 gems. Like I kid you not. My hand on a stack of Bibles. May lightning strike me down if I'm lying. I was wandering around the trade server one day, and I remember it like it was yesterday. It was this very booth, and I see that there's a Hikari being sold for 34,000 gems. You know, like a cartoon character, I start rubbing my eyes and looking closely at the screen, and I'm like, what? Do my eyes deceive me? 34,000 gems? So you know I had to buy that shit immediately. But you know, that's just an extremely rare outlier, a 1 in 1,000 chance that you're ever gonna get a profit trade or a good deal as good as the one that I got. I just got incredibly, insanely lucky, and I know that that's probably never gonna happen to me again. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is profit trading, it really depends on how much you enjoy sitting here DMing people on Discord or server hopping. Personally, I don't enjoy it. I'd rather actually play the game. Also, little pet peeve of mine, but this server selector thing, it doesn't even work half the time. You'll click on a server and it won't do anything, or you'll spam click a bunch of servers and it won't do anything until eventually it sends you to a random one, which is something else that I don't like. But yeah, overall, profit trading, not my favorite method. Our next method is going to be AFK Zone. Now, if you couldn't tell from the name, all you need to do is teleport over here, turn off your PC monitor screen, and just get gems for doing absolutely nothing. This is the most consistent method out of all of them because you quite literally don't have to do anything. The rates are always the same no matter what. If you want to make it a little bit faster, you can buy Premium, Roblox Premium. You can buy the VIP Game Pass, and both of those will boost your rates in the AFK Zone. Honestly, this is one of the methods that I really like. It doesn't make you the most gems, right? It's more of a passive income thing. It's going to take you a while before you even make 20,000 gems from this if you're on your own. If you have alts, like I know some YouTubers who will be running this on like 20 or 30 alt accounts, you're going to be making a lot of gems pretty quickly. But, you know, for the average player, someone like me who doesn't have a PC good enough to run that many alt accounts, you're not going to be seeing those insane amounts of gems overnight. Still, I think it's a very decent method. Can't be understated. It's all reliable. So let's move on to the next one. And our very last method, and certainly the least, is going to be scamming. That's right. You heard me. Scamming. Do I endorse this method? Obviously not. So why am I including it in the video, you ask? Well, I'm going to put some screenshots on the screen right now. And, you know, there's been multiple people impersonating me and pretending to be me so they can DM my subscribers and scam them. And I'll even put a screenshot right here of a very poor soul that actually fell for this scam. And I wanted to include this in the video because I made a PSA not too long ago, but it seems like people are still falling for this. So, you know, I felt a moral obligation to include this in this video. Guys, please don't ever let anyone use this method on you. Don't fall for scams. If someone sends you a link, don't click it. If someone's saying that they're me, double check that it's actually me. This is my Roblox user. I'll put my Discord on the screen. Anything that deviates from this is not me. And to all the people that are scamming out there, pretending to be me, I only have one thing to say to you. I will find you. And once I do, you will be dealt with. And that is going to wrap up all of our gem methods for today's video. If I have to rank them worst to best, I'm going to say number 1, Tower of Eternity, number 2, AFK Zone, number 3, Infinite Mode, number 4, Profit Trading, and number 5, Hall of Mirrors. Now, profit trading and running infinites are interchangeable for me, but that's just how I personally see it. That's my personal list. If there's anything that you take away from this video, number 1, Tower of Eternity is probably the best way to get gems for any free-to-play player or just anyone that has time to grind the game. And the second thing you should take away is don't fall for scams. Please don't fall for scams. I'm begging you not to fall for scams. So that's going to be wrapping up our video. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, feel free to like, sub, comment, all that wonderful stuff. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.